Guys, quick message, please like this video to help YouTube notify and send our videos to you and other Dragon Ball fans, and don't forget to subscribe to our secondary channel at the end of the video. The link is in the description, and let's go to the video.
Yes, Mr. Beerus, what do you want? Whis' angel would ask his god. Did you know that Goku was the supreme universal god of destruction? Beerus would ask his angel, who remained silent all the time, as if he already knew everything. Indeed, we angels knew about Goku, but our father forbade us to talk about it. Only 6 angels disobeyed that order, telling it to their gods, and were eliminated with their respective universes. Whis would sigh, explaining that to Beerus. I see. It's so, then I will not claim you. Why didn't you tell me? I'm going to sleep. Wake me up in a couple of years. Beerus would sigh, very tired, and then go to his palace to sleep. Thank you, Mr. Beerus. Whis would make a reverence for Beerus, palace of the king of everything. Goku, how did it go? He would ask the king of everything if he loves his friend. Well, I guess it was good, since it was not what I expected, but the result was what I wanted. He would answer Goku while looking for the last time at Universe 7. Goku, do you want to go to your universe now? Daishin-kan would ask a little curiously. I guess it's time, Sen-chan. Now I'm going to my universe to meditate to recover my powers, so I won't be able to come in a long time. Goku would look at Zeno-Sama while he carried him in his arms as if he were a baby. Okay, Goku, when you finish, you'll visit me before you get to work, right? Zeno-Sama would ask, smiling to Goku. Of course, Sen-chan. Daki, I hope we can talk later. I would smile at Goku while he said goodbye and then teleport to his universe, more specifically to his planet of God. Universe 26, planet of the god of destruction. Wow, I didn't remember that this place was so big, although it surprises me that everything remains the same as I left it at that time. Well, I guess we have to start by making them know that their god has returned. Goku would say this smiling, since he liked to see the fear that living beings feel when they see him, but he would remember that first he has to recover his original power, because otherwise they would not be so afraid of him, and that would be boring if they were not like before. Amy, come here. It's an order. Goku would say those words, and after that, a demon would appear behind him, but he would bring the clothes of the angels, teachers, and servants of the gods of destruction. It's been a long time, Goku-sama. Amy would answer with a smile and make a greeting for Goku. Wow, what a disrespectful woman. You know we haven't seen each other in a long time, and this is how you receive me. Goku would sigh as he passed in front of his assistant. I'm very sorry if I disrespected you. Then let me welcome you again. Amy would say something smiling while she would prepare and hug her god. Welcome back, honey. You don't know how much I missed you and how lonely I have felt since you left, the demon said while she looked at Goku coquettishly and separated from the hug. I see that your attitude has not changed a bit all this time. You are still as embarrassed as ever. Goku would say, remembering that she always behaved that way and as if he belonged to her. But if I'm only like this with you because I like you, but you never accept me when I tell you my feelings for you, the demon would answer while she would remember all the time she declared herself to Goku, but he didn't take her seriously. How do you want me to accept you? If you say you like me, because we both like to torture others, that you like how I look at the mortals with contempt and for my appearance, are you crazy for someone like me to like you? Besides, I'm a god and I don't want to be alone with a woman. I can have all the women I want. Goku would say with a little arrogance, you have already used that excuse, and I told you that I didn't care if you had more women. Now that I remember, when you left, you said you would do what I said and kept everything in order, and I have fulfilled, so you have to fulfill too. The demon would reproach her because Goku had to keep his promise. Now that you mention it, it's true, but Amy, it's not the time to remember the past. Goku would laugh, trying to change the conversation and make her forget about it. Goku-sama doesn't want to change the conversation. You promised that, and now you have to fulfill. Amy would say very angry, it's not that. Since I promised you, I will do whatever you want, but I have to regain my power. Since I became a god again, I only have to meditate, and the power I once had will return to me by itself. I don't want anyone to bother me. You will make sure that no one interrupts me. Then, when it ends, I will do whatever you ask. Goku would explain a little seriously, while he would sit on a stone in lotus pose to meditate. "It's okay, Goku-sama. I will be waiting for it to end." Amy would do a reverence for Goku. She would stay close to Goku, but without interrupting his meditation. Weeks, months, and up to a year would pass, and Goku would continue meditating. Then another 4 years would pass, in which Goku would open his eyes, and when he opened them, his power would have returned to when he was a god, and his clothes would change to god. Goku, when he finished regaining his true power, would get up and see that Amy was on his right side. "Since when are you there?" Goku would curiously ask Amy. "Since you started meditating." She would answer the demon seriously. "Goku, I told you I didn't want anyone to bother me, but you could have done it from inside the castle." Goku would sigh because she was always like that when it came to orders. "I can't do that. My duty as his assistant is to be by his side in case he needs me." She would explain to Amy with a smile and proud to fulfill her duty as an assistant to perfection. "Okay, fine. And tell me, what did you want me to do?" I would ask Goku why he had to do what he was told before starting to meditate. "What else could it be? Obviously, I want you to see me as a woman. That when you look at me, you want to take me and make you yours." Amy would say that sensually to her god. "Maybe later. For now, I only see you as an assistant." Goku would laugh, looking at Amy, who would look at him very angry. "But well, leaving this game aside, I want to eat a little, so give me something to eat, please. We have work to do later, although now that I remember, I have to tell little Senkei that I will start doing my job from today again." Goku would smile since he planned to go do his god job, and in pass have fun torturing those who disrespect him. "Okay, please come with me." Amy would say something angry as they entered the castle of the god. After entering the castle, Goku would start eating with Amy since he did not like that she would stare at him while he ate. After finishing eating, Goku would realize that Gohan's ki had suddenly decreased. "But what? It seems they are attacking the Earth and everyone is about to die. Ha ha! I want to see that. I want to see how they beg for my help. I will go right now." Goku would say that in his mind, while he would have a very evil smile on his face and an incredible speed disappear towards the Earth that was attacked by a very powerful subject. What will happen? Will Goku let all his family and friends die? Will Goku ally himself with the enemy or fight him? We will see all this in the next part of this incredible theory. And well, friends, I hope you have loved the first part of this theory. If you want to see the next part as soon as possible, remember to subscribe, comment, and leave your powerful like, since that would motivate me to continue uploading this theory. If this video reaches 6,000 likes, I will upload the next part as fast as I can. I am Manolo Petrazis, Marvel Fan Cinema, participating in the Say's channel, and my channel is in the description. Without more to say, see you in the next part. Subscribe.
All this would begin at the end of the Tournament of Power. The members of the 7th universe would be about to return to their universe, but Mr. Beerus, I have to ask Zeno-Sama something. Come back to Earth without me. Goku would look at Beerus very seriously. What, do you want to cause another tournament? Beerus would scream, very annoyed. I'm sorry, Mr. Beerus, but I have to talk to him. Goku would continue with his serious look, so Beerus would sigh and let Goku stay to talk to Zeno-Sama. After Beerus, Whis and the others went to Earth. Hey, Shinchan, do you remember me? Goku would ask little Zeno-Sama, leaving him surprised. Of course, Goku, you are my first and best friend that I had of the 2 universes that exist. Zeno-Sama would answer smiling and would hold Goku's hand. I haven't talked about this since I was little. Goku would answer smiling. Goku, do you remember everything? Zeno-Sama would say something shocked and with 2 little tears in his eyes when he heard how Goku had called him little, since only one person called him that, and that was a long time ago, and he said it to annoy him. That's right, Shinchan. It's been a long time since you... Goku could not finish talking, since Zeno-Sama would throw himself at him to hug him. Goku, I missed you a lot. That's what little Zeno-Sama would say, letting a few tears, as he was with his best and true first friend, Grand Priest. Hearing Zeno-Sama cry would only think that it could be the end of any form of life, so he would quickly teleport to him, seeing how he cried while hugging Goku. "What happened to Zeno-Sama?" Grand Priest would ask, very worried. "It's nothing, Daiki. I was just hugging my little friend." Goku would answer smiling, since Goku used to call Grand Priest Daiki to annoy him, so Grand Priest would realize that Goku had finally regained his memories of his past life millions of years ago. "Goku? Are you?" Grand Priest would say to Goku, smiling, and hug his friend. "Yes, I'm very happy to see you both after so long." Goku would answer while he would separate from the two, who were very happy to see that his friend had finally regained his memories. "And how do you remember us?" Zeno-Sama would ask more calmly, seeing his friend. "I started to remember everything in my battle against Jiren. When I was about to get Jiren off the platform, memories began to come to my head, causing me to lose control of my Ultra Instinct and leaving me very hurt." Goku would sigh while explaining that. "I see, that's why you fell at that moment, isn't it?" Grand Priest would ask that now he understood why Goku had lost control of his power at that moment. "That's right, but now that I have regained my memories, I have to do my job again." Goku would look at them a little serious and with a somewhat evil smile, which would make Grand Priest smile worriedly, since he would remember that Goku, in his work as a God Destroyer, was very sadistic. "Are you sure, Goku? Don't you want to continue with your family?" I would tell little Zeno-Sama to Goku, thinking that the Saiyan wanted to be with his family. "No. I have already taken a lot of time off, and I cannot neglect my universe, so I will only say goodbye to them, that's all." Goku would answer while looking in the direction of his universe, the Universe 26, and he would be a little happy to know how his universe would be after so long without a god to keep it in order. And since he did not feel affection for his friends and family, he didn't care if they took it well or badly, because he would still be doing his job as a god destroyer. "If so, then come, Goku." Little Zeno-Sama would take both hands of Goku, returning him again to the god he was in the past, and Goku would recover a minimal part of his power, being at the level of a god in his base state. "Thank you, little one. Now it's time to go." "I'll be back in a while, little Sen and Daiki." Goku would smile at his two friends, so Goku would use his teleportation that was similar to Kai, but in this technique, Goku would only think where to go and would go to that place in a second. When Goku arrived, he would see how everyone was gathered in the Capsule Corporation except Master Roshi and number 17, so Goku would go there, and when he arrived, all his friends would look at him badly. "What's up, guys? Why are you looking at me like that?" Goku would ask, very confused, but at the same time worried, feeling how everyone would look at him very angry. Minutes before Goku arrived on Earth, "Goku is a danger. The best thing will be to kill him." Bulma would tell everyone who supported her, except Master Roshi and number 17, who had already gone to his home to see his family. "It's true, because of that useless Goku, I have died many times," Krillin would say, very angry. "Not even now did he revive Frieza. That insect doesn't learn from his mistakes." Vegeta would also say, very angry, with Goku, now on Earth, "Goku, we want you to leave the Earth since you are a danger to us." Gohan would tell Goku, looking at him with contempt, "It's true, because of you not only the Earth has been in danger, but also the universe." Bulma would shout, very angry. "That's right, Goku. Because of you, I have died several times, and when Frieza was killing me, you were just watching him." Krillin would make Goku remember that, and when he remembered it, Goku would just smile macabrely while looking at Krillin. "Also, you were never interested in your children or me. You always chose to train to fight strong guys." Chi-Chi would shout, very angry. "Goku, you have only brought us misfortune," I would say Yamcha to Goku. "Kakarot, because of you is that Frieza's insect has revived and now he will be stronger and may kill us this time." Vegeta would also shout and look at Goku. After this, everyone would begin to say all kinds of offenses to Goku, who would just stare at them very seriously. "Vegeta, kill him!" Bulma would say to Vegeta. After this, Vegeta would transform into Super Saiyan Blue, and the others who knew how to fight would also attack Goku. And he, without moving from his place, stops the blow of Vegeta, so Vegeta would be surprised at how Goku, in his base state, stopped his blow when Vegeta was in Super Saiyan Blue. But in what he thought,
Goku would hit Vegeta several times in his vital points and would leave him badly injured. But then Gohan, in his mystical state, would launch against Goku, who Goku would stop Gohan's kick and Goku would return it stronger. Gohan could not react to his speed, and the kick would hit him full, making him fly away to Bulma's house, destroying her. After this, Piccolo number 18, Goten, Trunks, and Tenshin Han would attack Goku at the same time, but the result would be that Goku would beat them effortlessly while looking at them very seriously. I already understand what you want. Since I am a danger to you, I will leave this planet and I do not want you to look for me again, since I am the cause of all the problems. Goku would say that without any expression on his face, and would be flying to then use the teleportation to the planet of Beerus, who was eating a pizza until he saw Goku arrive. Hello, Mr. Beerus. Whis, I come to tell you one thing. Goku would say something serious, which would make Beerus and Whis surprised. What's up, Goku? Did you get us into another problem? Beerus would ask, very nervous, while he would stand in front of Goku. Of course not. I just come to tell you that I will no longer be part of this universe. Goku would say that and leave Beerus a little angry, thinking that Goku was playing a joke on him. But Whis would think that Goku remembered being the supreme god of destruction, but he could not say anything about it since it was forbidden, so he would just stay silent looking at them. Stop saying stupid things. What do you mean, your universe? Do you think you are a god? Or do you intend to steal my position? Because if so, I will not make it easy for you. Beerus would say that in a challenging way, but before he could say anything else, a portal would open and Daishinkan would come out of there. Beerus, Goku-sama is telling you the truth, since from today, he will return to his position as the supreme universal god of destruction. I would tell Beerus would leave pale since he heard that Goku is the supreme universal god of destruction, and from what was said, that god was stronger than Daishinkan, but he was weaker than Zeno-Sama, or so it was said. Daishinkan-sama, are you sure of what you're saying? Beerus would ask nervously, since if Goku had that title, he could do what he wanted in the universes without anyone paying attention to him. Are you doubting what I'm saying? Daishinkan would ask Beerus very seriously. No, of course not. But what will happen to Goku's family? Beerus would ask again, wanting to make Goku stay and train Vegeta and the others to not have problems if there are more tournaments. They have betrayed me, but that doesn't matter now. Goku would say that without any expression on his face. How have they betrayed him? I will not forgive those idiots who only forgive them for their delicious food. Whis, come on, take me to Earth. Beerus would scream, but Goku would stop him. No, leave them alone. Goku would say, looking at Beerus. Why do you want me to do nothing to Goku? Goku would ask Goku, who would smile sadistically. It's just that if at some point they were in danger, I would like to see their despairing faces. Goku would answer while laughing in a way that was scary, and Daishinkan would get a drop of sweat on his head out of shame. Well, that would be all, Mr. Beerus. Whis, thank you for everything so far. In the future, I'm sure we'll see each other. Oh, and Whis, if you see that they are about to die, let me know, because I would like to see that scene. But only if their death is assured. If not, it's not necessary for you to tell me. I would tell Goku while he went to Daishinkan to then retreat to the palace of the King of Everything. Whis.
Goku had disappeared from his planet. Amy, somewhat scared, would call Grand Priest to inform him that Goku had disappeared, and he would be surprised, but he would quickly think of a possible place where he would find Goku. Grand Priest would begin to look for him in Universe 7, and on Earth he would find Goku. I think I already found him, Grand Priest would sigh, seeing how Goku appeared in Universe 7 on planet Earth, and would see how Goku would stop a blow from the Saiyan Broly very easily, while Vegeta would be next to him very hurt. He did not suspect, he did not go on his own with his super speed or teleportation. Someone invoked him in that place. Amy would say, very angry. Minutes before Goku appeared, Universe 7 on Earth, he would see how Vegeta would prepare to fight a Saiyan warrior. Vegeta trusted that he would win without anyone's help, He would launch himself against him in the fight where at first he was winning the battle, but little by little the other Saiyan, known as Broly, was taking advantage, and Vegeta would decide to transform into Super Saiyan God Red, where he was winning again. But as time went by, Broly was winning the fight again, and Vegeta, seeing that with the passage of time Broly learned to fight better, Vegeta would speak with Piccolo mentally. "Piccolo, I will not be able against this Saiyan and Frieza." Vegeta would tell Piccolo in his mind that we must think of something. Piccolo would say something nervous. "Although it hurts me to admit it, we must revive Kakarot." Vegeta would shout, "You are right. No one has known about him in many years. He must be dead." Piccolo would sigh, thinking of Goku. "Gohan, we are going to steal the Dragon Balls from Frieza, and we will revive Goku." Gohan would look at Piccolo. "It is fine, Mr. Piccolo," Gohan would answer, and then both steal the Dragon Balls from Frieza's soldiers. After that, they would call Shenlong. "Go ahead, ask me your wishes. I will fulfill 3. Shenlong would say, looking at Gohan and Piccolo, "I want you to revive my father and bring him back to Earth." Gohan would ask, worried, since he knew that if it took a long time, the Earth could be destroyed. "That is impossible. I cannot fulfill that wish." Shenlong would say that would leave everyone present surprised that he could not fulfill that wish. "Why can't you revive my father?" Gohan would scream, very desperate and afraid, since Vegeta's ki was decreasing more and more. "The warrior Son Goku is not dead. That's why I can't fulfill your wish. If you want something else, ask me." Shenlong would answer what would surprise everyone because they had thought that Goku was dead. "Then bring my dad where Vegeta is." Gohan would ask again, very worried. "That wish is impossible. The warrior Son Goku is in another universe, and my power is not as great as to bring him here. If you want something else, ask me." Shenlong would sigh, already bored that they do not ask for possible wishes to be fulfilled. "If I give you my power, do you think you can bring it?" Gohan would ask, looking at Shenlong. "So that I can bring your father back, I need more power than you have. If all those present here give me their power, it may be able to fulfill their wish." Shenlong would explain, and then Gohan, Piccolo, Goten, and Trunks give him their power to bring Goku back. "Ready, I have fulfilled your wish. Now I retire," Shenlong would say. After having fulfilled the wish and retiring from the place, the spheres would go in opposite directions, but they would not see Goku anywhere until they felt that Vegeta's ki would have stopped decreasing, and they would fly with Bulma's ship to its location, hoping that Vegeta was safe and Goku forgives them for what they did to him 5 years ago. Meanwhile, where Vegeta was, Universe 7 planet Earth, a place with destroyed land would be seen where a battle would be taking place that will decide the fate of the Earth. The prince would be Saiyan in his Super Saiyan God phase, very hurt on the ground after Broly beat him. Vegeta would decide to transform into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, where he would again begin to win the battle. And Vegeta would be about to give the final blow to Broly, but suddenly Frieza would call Broly's attention. "Young Broly, look at that," Frieza would scream, making a sad performance while pointing to Paragus dead. Broly, seeing his dead father, would scream, releasing a terrifying amount of power that did not seem to have limits until he finally stopped, but then he would give a last scream, transforming into the legendary Super Saiyan and launching against Vegeta, giving him a lot of blows that he could not block since he would be surprised by the power that he had just released. Vegeta, after receiving the blows, would be very hurt and his power would increase, appearing behind Broly to hit him, but Broly would quickly turn around and kick Vegeta, who could not block due to his speed, and following the kick,
Broly would throw ki blasts and they would hit Vegeta fully, so he is losing his transformation of Super Saiyan Blue to his blue state and falling to the ground since he was very hurt. Broly would not wait to give him another attack, that is why he would throw himself to continue hitting him. But at that moment, Goku would appear, leaving Frieza surprised by his sudden appearance. Why am I here? Goku would wonder, but he would get out of his thoughts when he saw how a guy with big muscles was approaching him to attack him. But Goku would simply stop the blow with one hand, and Frieza would see that Goku was wearing a god's clothes. It can't be. Now he's a god. Frieza would say, very surprised. So you are the one who is causing problems on Earth, Goku would say carelessly, and then expel a little ki, making a gust of wind that would send Broly a few meters away from him. If you attack me again, I will kill you. After saying that, Goku would disappear from everyone's sight to later have Broly's head grabbed with one hand and with the other to create a ki sword, and then he would cut an arm, making Broly scream in pain. Yes, he keeps screaming that those screams are like music to my ears. Goku would laugh sadistically, making Frieza smile for Goku's attitude. But Vegeta would be very scared to see how Goku behaved. Saiyan, Goku, that attitude of yours pleases me, Frieza would say, while Goku would approach. He would also cut Broly's other arm, and then both would give a little laugh for his screams, and with the same sword they would begin to bury him in different parts of Broly's body. And so they continued until Broly would stop screaming. What happens? Don't tell me that you can only resist this. Well, what is going to be done? Goku would sigh very bored and then launch him into the sky where he would see a ship approaching and then throw a sphere of ki at Broly and eliminating him completely and destroying the ship. Kakarot, didn't you realize that that ship was from the Capsule Corporation? Vegeta would scream very angry, transforming into Super Saiyan Blue and going to attack Goku, but Frieza would stop him and grab him with his tail from his neck, arching him and giving him a blow to the stomach, making him return to his base state, and then with his finger he would create a laser to pierce Vegeta's chest, making him scream in pain. And when he was going to continue, he would ask Grand Priest along with Amy. But what is the Grand Priest doing here? I would ask Frieza, very surprised, and I was having fun, but it seems that I now have to go. Frieza was good this time that we spent, I hope, and it will be repeated again. Goku would smile sadistically, looking at Frieza, and then approach Grand Priest. Grand Priest, I hope and for another occasion you do not arrive at my moment of fun. I would tell Goku to Grand Priest. Goku, you are still the same as always, but hey, it doesn't matter. Grand Priest would sigh, looking at Goku. Amy, I am sorry if I worried you when you disappeared, but they brought me here with a wish. It is not as if I would have wanted to come to this place. I would explain it to Goku to his angel. Do not worry, Goku-sama. You do not have to explain to me, just that I was worried at the moment, but if it is fine, it doesn't matter. I would smile at Amy to his god. Goku-sama, I suspected it since you arrived, but did you become a god?
And what is that beautiful dark aura of yours? I would ask Frieza to Goku, let's say that I only became the real me again, I would answer Goku looking at Frieza, so the real you? This personality of yours pleases me, but, well, I have to go then, I retire. I would tell Frieza while he was retiring to his ship, not without first murdering Vegeta. Goku, it's time to go. I would tell Grand Priest, for later, the three of them to appear in the palace of Zeno-Sama. In the palace of Zeno-Sama, Goku. I would say Zeno-Sama jumping and hugging Goku. Sen-chan, how have you been? I would ask Goku to his little friend while he also hugged him. Well, Goku, I see that you are already the same as before. I would laugh at Zeno-Sama when he saw that Goku had regained his power. That's right, Sen-chan. Now I can go back to doing my job as a god again, I would answer Goku, smiling rarely, imagining torturing mortals. Amy, it's been a long time since I've seen you, I would tell Zeno-Sama Amy, while I would also give her a hug. Since she was also his friend and he was not afraid of her, he could not come since he was taking care of the universe of Goku-sama while he was returning. I would explain to Amy, to Zeno-Sama, "Oh, I see, that makes sense. Yes," Zeno-Sama would say, looking at Amy. "True, Goku, I wanted to ask you to do me a favor. No, better if you gave me a gift, the best that can exist." Zeno-Sama would laugh, very excited, looking at Goku. "Do you want a gift? And one that is the best? If you give me a few days, I can get it for you. So, tell me what you want." Goku would answer, thinking that Zeno-Sama wanted a toy or something similar. "So, if you accept, I would ask the king of everything to Goku." "Yes, if it is possible for me, I will give it to you," Goku would say, looking at him. "Then, since you and Amy are my friends, I want you to have a child so that he can play with me." I would say goodbye to Zeno-Sama, excited since Goku had accepted. "Zentan, why do you ask Goku-sama that?" Amy would ask, very blushed. "Ah, but Amy, if you like Goku, I don't think he has anything wrong with having a child for me." Zeno-Sama would tell Amy, "Little Zen, I can't do that. I have to go back to my job." I would sigh at Goku and Amy. I would bow my head because I would think that Goku did not want a child from her. "I see, then when you finish your job, you will have time, so I will wait until you finish. If you want, yes." The little one would continue to insist since he did not plan to give up. "So, are you going to keep insisting?" "Well, it's fine. If you're going to wait until it's over, then I can do what you say. Isn't that right, Amy?" Goku would ask that to Amy, and I would wink at her, making her blush. "Yes, if that is the case, it's fine for me," Amy would answer, very happy because when she finishes her job, she could have a child with Goku, who is the person she loves. "Well, then I would be waiting for you to finish with great anxiety." Zeno-Sama would say, very excited. "Well, Zen-chan, I have to go to do my job." Goku would start walking closer to Amy to go to his universe. "It's fine. When you finish, come here so you can have your son." Zeno-Sama would say this, and then Goku and Amy go to their universe surrounded by a white aura. Universe 26, planet of the god of destruction. "Hey, Amy," Goku would look at Amy. "What happens, Goku-sama?" Amy would ask, very intrigued. "Look for planets where they are about to ruin their mortality rate, and also those that are full of evil, since we do not need them, and they will be destroyed." Goku would tell Amy, and she would start looking for planets with the description that her god told her to. After a few minutes, find them. "I have already found a few planets like that, Goku-sama. Do you want to go right now?" the angel would ask, looking at the Saiyan. "No, first we will go to the purgatory. I want to see how they are there, and also so that they know that I returned." Goku would answer her to his angel, "Let's see what kind of subjects are there. I will finish everything if they do not do their job well. I'm in charge of taking care of the purgatory and doing whatever I want with the demons that live there." I would bring Goku in a very sadistic way when thinking about how I would torture those that lived there. What will happen? Will Goku destroy the purgatory? Will any demon be able to face Goku? We will see all this in the next part of this incredible theory. And well, friends, I hope you have loved the second part of this theory. If you want to see the next part as soon as possible, remember to subscribe, comment, and leave your powerful like, since that would motivate me to continue uploading this theory. If this video reaches 100 likes, I will upload the next part as fast as I can. I am Manolo Pedraza from Marvel Fan Cinema, participating in the Say channel, and my channel is in the description. Without more to say, see you in the next.
Goku would find himself thinking what he would do to those who lived in the purgatory with a very terrifying smile. "Well, then let's go right now," Emmy said, and then, with his staff, he would touch the ground twice, and they would disappear from the planet of the god Goku and appear in a place full of lava, in the purgatory. They would have already arrived, and it would only take a few seconds, and a 100-headed dragon would reach the place where they were and make a reverence to Goku. "Mr. Goku, we are very happy to see you back." I would tell one of the heads of the dragon, very happy to see his god, and the other heads would feel, "I am also very happy to see you again." Goku would answer with a smile to his dragon, but it could be seen that other dragons would arrive where Goku was. "We have been waiting for your return, Mr. Goku." That's what a dragon said while leaning towards his god, and from the puddles of lava, you could see how a dragon would come out of the lava. That dragon was called Nidhogg. I say the same. Your arrival does not bring us anything other than unhappiness. I said another dragon called Jirensuge to finally lean against Goku. Goku-sama, that you are before us again was the best thing that could happen to us. That said a dragon called Delong, leaning. I am also happy to see you again. I hope you have done your job properly while I was not there, because if not, I will have to punish you. Goku would look at everyone smiling sadistically while releasing a purple aura and transforming into a dragon, and the other dragons would only get nervous when they saw this. Of course we have done our job properly. Right, guys? Nidhogg would answer to his dragon friends, and they would only feel a sign of approval. Everyone who was in the purgatory would be afraid to see the dragon because they knew that it was their god in charge of protecting the purgatory, and they also knew about his sadistic personality. Although they liked their god to be like that, with whom he insults him, because they were the same as him. They were sadistic, but not as much as him, and that was why they were afraid of him and respected for his attitude. After a few minutes, Goku would stop talking to the dragons and would go to the castle where all those who lived in the purgatory and all the Kaioshin of Goku's universe were waiting for him. He would see that everyone would already be inside waiting for him. Goku would start flying towards the castle, and the dragons from before would go to continue with their work. "Welcome back, Goku-sama." They would give all the guards to Goku, and Goku would simply ascend and enter the castle, and at the moment of entering, "I am glad to see that you are fine, Mr. Goku," that said the Demon King named Sadao Mao, while he would rise from his throne and make a reverence to Goku. "I can say the same. I see that you have done a good job while I was not." Goku would smile at Mao while congratulating him. "Thank you very much. I am glad to meet your expectations," Mao would answer, looking at Goku. "By the way, where was Emi? She should not be here?" Goku would ask, very confused, since he would not see the wife of the Demon King. "Ah, she was changing to Ramus-chan. I should be back in a few minutes," Mao would answer to Goku. "I see." Goku would answer with a serious look. "Welcome, Goku-sama. I am glad to have him back." A general of the Demon King named Urushira Hanzo would appear, while he would kneel to Goku. "Likewise, I hope he continues to bless us from now on with his presence." I would also say another general named Ashajiro kneeling. "Goku-sama, it was an honor to be in your presence again," I said two other generals at the same time, kneeling. They were called Adramelech and Malaconda. "Well, you can get up, and I'm glad everyone was fine. I also wanted to thank you for taking care of the purgatory while I was not." Goku would look at everyone present with a smile, and they would only accept the words of their god, and then they would get up, and in that a little girl would arrive running with a soda escaping from her mother. And as she was turning back, she would not see Goku. She would crash into him and fall to the ground, throwing the soda over the Hakaishin Goku, and everyone seeing that would get nervous with fear that Goku would get angry and kill her, but he would just crouch to pick her up with both arms. And the Demon King, worried that he would kill her, would quickly approach Goku, and everyone seeing that would think that he would attack him to save his daughter. But they were surprised to see him kneel in front of Goku, hitting his head against the ground. "Goku-sama, please don't do anything to my daughter. If she planned to punish someone, let it be me." I would scream at the Demon King, almost crying because I knew that if someone made the universal destruction god angry, I would torture him without caring about anything until killing him. And after saying that, the other woman would also do the same. Please, I ask you the same. You can punish us both, but don't do anything to our daughter. You can give us the punishment you see necessary or even death, but please don't do anything to our daughter. I would also tell the girl's mother, shedding tears for fear that Goku would not listen to them and simply kill her. The generals, seeing how their king and queen leaned for the safety of their daughter, they began to do the same. We ask you the same, Goku-sama. All the generals would begin to kneel to the ground, but Goku would not answer anything, causing the king and queen to begin to fear for the death of their daughter. Goku, after carrying the girl, who was also dirty from the soda, would raise his right hand in front of the girl, scaring everyone now because they saw that his god was going to do some technique. Please, Mr. Goku, don't do anything to her. It's just a girl. Instead, punish me.
General Ashura would shout something scary. Goku-sama, please, she is the most important thing to me. Please forgive her and don't do anything to her. Instead, with me, you do what you want until you are satisfied. The Demon King would begin to cry while he would ask that of Goku removed. Goku replied those words, and the girl would begin to shine, and everyone would simply remain silent with a low gaze, since they could not judge what the god does. No, to the branches. The queen would scream while she cried on the ground, and so she would be a few seconds until a voice would be heard. Mom, why are you crying? Do you feel bad for running after me? The girl would ask something worried while she caressed her mother's head, and when she heard her voice and felt that someone was caressing her, she would get up. Daughter, nothing happened to you, the queen said, crying and hugging her daughter. No, mommy, nothing happened to me. The girl would laugh at her mother. Hey girl, how old are you? Goku would ask, looking at the girl. I'm 5 years old. Hey, can I ask you a question? Goku would ask the girl. Sure, ask me whatever you want. Goku would answer with a smile. Why did everyone kneel before you? Even my dad, who had never seen him behave like that. Very curious, would ask the girl, since she had never seen her father behave that way. I see. Since you are so small, I do not think you know about me. But to make it easy, I will only tell you that I am a god of destruction. I would explain to Goku so that the girl would understand. What? A god? The girl would scream excitedly since she had heard of her mother of the destructive gods and that they were very powerful, only that she thought they were just stories that told her. So you come to destroy purgatory? The girl would ask with her finger on her cheek, since she knew that the destructive gods were dedicated to destroying, as her name says. No, I am in charge of taking care of the purgatory and to see if they do their job well, and sometimes I take care of those who are sent here. Goku would answer laughing in a sadistic way, although the girl would ignore that and turn around to ask her father something. Daddy, is it true what Goku says? The girl would ask her father to be sure that what Goku replied was true. Yes, what he told you was true. Now I want to ask you to take care of everything here since we are going to leave soon. The Demon King said that to his daughter while he hugged her. Huh? Why are you saying that, Daddy? The girl would ask, very worried about what her father said. Do not worry, daughter. We are only going to change the place of work at the request of Goku-sama, and we want you to take care of this place with the help of the guardian dragons. I would explain to his mother, lying to him, not to worry since Goku was going to take them to torture them as punishment. Goku, are you going to take my parents and my friends? I would ask the girl, pointing to her family and the generals, since she always played with them when they were free from work. But Goku would not answer anything, and the girl would stand in front of Goku and kneel. Please, do not take them to another place. They are very important to me and my only friends and family that I have. The girl would cry, and the king and queen would also shed tears for what her daughter said, since they knew that she loved them. But listening to her say that made them very happy, crying of happiness and being happy to have freed her from the punishment of the god in exchange for her life. If you ask me that way, I suppose I will let it go this time. Goku would sigh and then smile while I wiped the girl's tears.
Then the king and queen and the generals would again bow to Goku. "We thank you with all our hearts for giving us the opportunity." They would all say very grateful to Goku. "Of course, no problem. Just continue with your work as before." Goku would answer, looking at them with a serious look. "Goku-sama, I know it's been a while since I saw you, but welcome back." I would greet the queen named Emajusa to Goku. "Oh yes, thank you. But I just came to see how you had done your job, and the Dragon Guardians explained everything to me. So for having worked perfectly so far, if you want me to give you something, you can ask me. Whatever it is, I will give it to you." Goku would continue to look at them and tell them that since he was satisfied with how well they had done things while he was not, it was not necessary that you give us anything, Mr. Goku. With having forgiven us a while ago, we are fine, right guys? The Demon King would answer and ask the generals and queen, and they would only feel a sign of approval. "Goku, sir, since they don't want anything, could I ask you something?" The girl would ask Goku something shy. "Well, since they don't want anything, I guess you can ask me in their place." Goku would smile, looking at the girl. "Can I accompany you to visit the planets of space?" The girl would ask, very excited. "Ramus-chan, that is a lot to ask, and besides that is your job and you can interrupt it." "Goku-sama, as we said, it is not necessary for you to give us anything." The queen said that, very embarrassed by what her daughter asked. "Ramus-chan, why do you want to come with me? Don't you know that I am dedicated to destroying planets?" Goku would ask, looking at Ramus. "I want to go since I have never left here, and I would like to know the universe, and I would like to see what the planets are like in reality and not from the stories they read to me. I also know that you are dedicated to destroying the planets that are useless or are corrupted by evil." Goku's daughter would answer, and her mother would simply bow her head, remembering that they had never taken her daughter out of purgatory. "Well, if so, then you can come with me." Goku would answer to the girl, who would smile. "Are you sure, Goku-sama? We don't want her to be a nuisance at work." The queen, very worried, would tell Goku. "Ayumi, what do you think I should do?" Goku would look at his angel. "Since you agreed to take her, it's fine, but I would recommend that while we go to the first planet, his family explain to him in detail what his job consists of and what he should and should not do when he accompanies us." Ayumi would propose that to Goku. "That sounds good, so let's do that."
I leave it to you to explain to Ramus-chan what Amy just said. Goku would tell that to the queen, who would accept Amy's proposal. "Yes, leave it in my hands." The queen would answer, smiling. "Well, I think I've done what I had to do, so I'm going to do my job. I'll be back in a few days for Ramus-chan to take her with me." Goku would place himself next to Amy, and she would touch the ground twice with her staff, so that both would disappear in a flash of white light, and so everyone else would get up and go to do their jobs. Goku and Amy would reach space, and Goku would look at her. "Let's see what planets there are to destroy." Playing with that Saiyan from Earth was very entertaining. I want to feel that again. We will go to a place where there are resistant subjects who can resist my punishments. I can't wait. I feel a very strong ki in this direction. Let's go now. Goku replied that with a murderous look and smile, as he began to fly to a planet that Goku would have to destroy. On that planet, he felt a very powerful ki. What will happen? Will Goku be able to punish everyone on the planet? Will someone bear Goku's punishments and rebel against him? We will see all this in the next part of this incredible theory. And well, friends, I hope you loved the third part of this theory. If you want to see the next part as soon as possible, remember to subscribe, comment, and leave your powerful like, since that would motivate me to continue uploading this theory. If this video reaches 6,000 likes, I will upload the next part as soon as I can. I am Manolo Pedrazas, Marvel Fan Cinema, participating in the DCI channel, and my channel was in the description. Without more to say, see you in the next part.